We got a video out right now, kind of, making its way through like social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Basically, you have, Prince Hamed Nassim, or Prince Nassim Hamed, excuse me. Not say one of my favorites, but as far as, for entertainment value, I really like him a lot. But basically, he's on, they're interviewing him after the Eubank Groves fight, and I think he's kind of trolling him. He's trying to be serious, and he's saying, Eubank, you really need to hang it up. You need to quit. You're going to get hurt. I'm concerned. Like it was such a terrible performance. That this is coming from a concerned fellow boxer. You need to hang him up, my friend. You don't know what you're doing in there. You're out of your league. You're not on. You're in the wrong stage, the wrong stadium, the wrong atmosphere. Basically, But I thought it was hilarious because he was, I don't know. Did he mean it? I don't really know. But anyway, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the Eubank Groves fight and Brandon Rios and who was it? Danny Garcia. Let me give you guys a little something to look at real quick while we're doing this. Okay. Now, let's start with Brandon Rios, Danny Garcia. I'm going to make it quick today. Look, I felt like he'd been off a while, right? He had issues making weight. Got basically knocked out, body shot to Timothy Bradley, and then he comes back and fights. Arguably, I don't believe it, but arguably one of the best welterweights. Top 3, top 4, right? So to me, it's like kind of a bad career move, right? If you have all that time off and you're coming back and you're feeling good, why didn't they give him like an acclimation fight, a tune-up fight? Something, it's kind of, to me, I don't know. It was like setting him up to fail because there's not many people that believed Brandon Rios was going to go in there and actually beat Danny Garcia. And look, I even predicted it right. The only thing I got wrong over the weekend, I really thought Eubank was going to pull it off. Now, I said, I want the upset. I want Rios to beat Garcia. I want George Groves to beat Eubank, but I think Eubank is going to beat him. And my dream came true on that one because, like I said, Groves, did a great job. But back to the Rios Garcia fight, okay? Like I said, I don't think he was ready for that level of competition, number one. Number two, I didn't like anything I saw. Like, okay, for example, that uppercut. He'd throw the uppercut, and it was like he was pushing something through the clouds. It just wasn't fundamentally correct. You twist your hips, you arc you put your lead foot forward, your right foot back, twist your hips, that kinetic energy from, your shoulder to your elbow to your wrist, and you just try to punch through their chin, just a fundamentally basic uppercut. But his uppercuts looked weird. His jab was like a paw, like a cat slowly pawing at like a dead fish or something. The hook was all wrong. Like fundamentally, he looked terrible. Talking about Brandon Rios. He looked absolutely atrocious. Fundamentally, look, I can go to my gym right now and see, guys putting together better punches than that, that have been doing this for like a month or 2 months. So I don't understand what was going on. He's never been like a good looking boxer to watch. Some guys, man, they're just like an artist out there. Perfect crisp jab, perfect fundamentally sound. Their footwork, their placement, everything is on point. Brandon Rios never, really been that guy. So I didn't expect, to be impressed in that category, but it stood out. And I went back and actually watched like an older fight, with him and like Mike Alvarado. And look, the hook, they were all crisp, not great, but they just looked so much better. So I'm wondering, why did he look that way? He looked amateurish, right? Just like an amateur. So, look, I think his heart was there, his will was there, his stamina, his body, mind, body, soul, it was all there. But I really feel like it was the way he was punching, and I kept saying to myself, he needs to work behind the jab, because anytime he would throw that jab, it would disrupt Danny Garcia, right? Anytime he would throw that jab and, double it up. Even if you have to just throw a little lazy 1, 2, then a pause and a feint and a 3, whatever, like switch up the jab, because it would totally throw Garcia off every time. But Brandon would come in head first, head hanging down low, just eating those power shots from Garcia left and right. So You know, and I knew eventually he was going to catch him, and he did. And, you know, but Brandon Rios got back up like he does. And I think if he would have continued, I believe he would have been knocked out in a bad way, like a Pacquiao Marquez bad way, like a Pacquiao Hatton bad way. You know, so I'm glad they stopped it. It was a good stoppage. Now, where does he go from here? This is what, look, you guys have to hear me out here. I don't think he's done, okay? I mean, he's at the end, yes. You know, I think he could be the new gatekeeper. He could be the new Soto Carros. Like, he could be, you know, there's a lot of things he can be right now, but putting him in there with a top 1, 2, 3 welterweight, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. I mean, that's like, I don't even know how to, you know, that's like taking some upcoming guy and throwing him in there with Gennady Golovkin. You know, someone that looked good on Showbox or something, some middleweight that looked good. No, and that, you know, now you're going to get a shot at Golovkin. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy to me. So I didn't understand that matchup, and that's why people called it a cherry pick. You know, Danny Cherry, you know, cherry pick Garcia, whatever, Cherry Garcia, that kind of thing. You know, that's why everyone was calling it that, but I had faith in Brandon. Now, like I said, I predicted Danny would win by late round stoppage, and he did. I predicted Eubank would win by decision, and he did not, which, thank God, I'm happy for that. You know, I got the Devin Alexander, and, wow, my Devin Alexander, Victor Ortiz. Wow, my brain went blank. Alexander Ortiz fight, got that one right. And I picked Benavidez on the undercard, got that one right. So look, I was like 3 out of 4. The only person that let me down, but I'm grateful, would be Eubank. Like I said, you know, he just, you know, and here's the thing. You look at all that flashy training footage that he puts out. You know, he's like hitting it in little mitts and hitting his little contraption. He's like, you know, all that crap. I cannot stand when boxers do that. Like, when I'm in my gym and I hear guys, I'll tell them to shut the fuck up. I'm like, shut up, dude. Like, seriously, there's no need for that. You know, when you're in the gym, that guy's like, you know, all that crap. There's no need for it. There's absolutely no, any like real boxer will tell you there is no need for that garbage. It's nonsense. So you know, you breathe, you know, you control your breathing. Yeah, you can hiss, you can make little sounds, but all that yelling, that like that, it's so ridiculous. So that's number one. That's the first thing I do not like about Eubank, is that damn yelling. I can't even watch his videos because I'm sick of hearing this guy yell like a wild banshee, you know. So, but anyway, he puts out these videos, you know, where he's like lightning fast, or, you know, the power punches, or him knocking people out. Like, where was all that on fight night? You know, look, here's what happens. You know, you look back, he lost to Billy Joe Saunders. You know, I looked back at, and I went over his resume in my other video. Go check it out. There's nothing on that resume that impresses me. And why did he move from middleweight? He moves from middleweight to 168 when the middleweight division is completely stacked. There's no reason to, why did he move from middleweight? And here's the thing. I guarantee you he's probably going to move back down to middleweight or start fighting at some kind of catch weight, I would imagine. But the Eubank stock definitely is on the decline, you know, because he's getting slammed for this fight. You know, I mean, he just looked like an amateur, you know. It just did nothing special to me. Didn't do anything he said he was going to do. And like I said, where was all that monstrous training footage? You know, where that didn't come into play? Not 1 minute of the fight, you know. So, and truthfully, I thought he was going to get knocked out, you know. And you had George Groves, I mean, fought an excellent fight. Ring generalship, controlled the fight, you know, just every category, check, fought a great fight. Okay, so you got to give him a ton of props, and now he'll move on, you know, in the competition. So congratulations to Groves. But yeah, I mean, you know, I might leave it at that. I don't want to babble too much. I just wanted to kind of get on here and tell you guys, you know, my reaction to all the fights over the weekend. You know, where does Brandon Rios go? Look, I believe he's got a couple more left in him, but I think it was a huge mistake, you know, just a huge mistake. So hopefully he got a decent payday out of it. You know, I don't know. What do you think? Do you want to see him retire? You know, what do you think about Eubank? Do you think he should retire? Should he move down? I mean, you know, what do you think? So, look, I love reading your comments. And just so you guys know, in my next video, I'm going to start telling you guys that I'm going to read each and every comment and respond to each and every comment. So, if you guys want to reach out to me, you know, in the future, I'm going to make sure that I reply to all comments, even if I have to get a YouTube moderator. So, but anyway, guys, Counterpunch Boxing, thank you for watching. Leave your comment below. Subscribe. Have a good day. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas.